Man City will turn their attention to the latest instalment of the Manchester Derby, the 195th to be exact, against Ruben Amorim's Manchester United at the Etihad. Now, City aren't the only Manchester-based team that have been far from the best this season. United have they've won five, drawn four, and lost six of their first 15 games this term. Most recently, losing 3-2 at home to Nottingham Forest. That side that lost 3-0 to City just 4 days earlier. This
Yeah.
is this is going to be an important game for both teams, isn't it? For multiple reasons, not just the bragging rights. So what can we all expect maybe from this one against two out of sorts teams?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident because at the Etihad once again. They've had a really tough start. Under Amorim, of course, they had the big victory against Everton, but the Forest was a bit of a humbling for them because there's just too much quality. And I know they had plenty of shots, United, in really good possession, but there is real, obviously, structural problems still in terms of quality of United. Like there was a total lack of urgency defensively, and I think there's still a bit of lack of quality, particularly out wide. As much as people at Diallo, Ahmad, and Delo are great players, I'd be amazed if they're the long term, personally, wing back solutions for this system. As well, I think Diallo will be in the team still, but yeah, I think City will. I think they'll enjoy playing against United, but I think United will get joy once again on the counter with Fernandez, who always plays well against City. Even if he's not always on the winning side, he's just effective against City because the space that City leave these days, Fernandez absolutely he thrives in it. He really does because he's got so much technical quality. I think City will be okay. I think we will win this game. I think mainly because United are very fragile, more fragile than City, arguably. Amorim's obviously got the way that he wants to play and all that kind of stuff, and he's come in, and United fans seem to be enjoying him even if the results aren't there. I just think they are. It's probably a good time for City to play him. They're very much in the shake-up period where he's trying to sort of work out who he's going to come with on this journey as they try and sort of change things up. And a lot of these players probably don't have the necessary quality for the system. So I'm expecting City to, depending on the injuries, enjoy the game and probably actually win because United, as bad as City have been, United can always sort of cheers up a little bit.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned a few there, but where do you think maybe Man City can exploit United? Is there any particular areas that do you think they can get at United?
Yeah, I mean, I think of down the channels. I mean, Martinez has rarely had a great game against City, and Yoro is obviously really young if he plays. Delit still, I'm still not that sold on Mateus Delit, unfortunately. I think at some point he looked like a quality player, but I'm not sure he's ever really reached the levels that people thought he was going to for a long time. And he's a little bit static for my liking, and I don't think he reads the pace of the game very well. And I'd be amazed if De Bruyne is on the pitch, wasn't found a few times, and I don't think United are fully adapted to that back three sort of system yet. So that to me is where I think City will have a lot of joy because if they can play once again Grealish in midfield, which I think works really well against Forest, and I think Doku would have a field day down United's right hand side, and I would expect if Bernardo can be on the pitch as a right winger with De Bruyne sort of overlapping once again the defined space down down United's left hand side as well. And at that point, I think like it's all about sort of City's experience there. And if they take the chances, that's City's biggest problem right now. And just not taking chances. If they do, it should be pretty comfortable.